everyone, and welcome to a cozy hobbies vlog. So you guys know I recently have gotten really obsessed with hobbies, and I thought it would be really fun to do a cozy hobbies vlog. This is something that I have been loving watching from Cozy K. She has become like honestly my favorite channel here on YouTube, so I will link her down below if you haven't checked it out. But essentially, in the ideal scenario, I would just be like working on my hobbies all day. That would be my only kind of obligation and my only plans for the day. But today is actually a work day, so I kind of wanted to more so show you how I like weave in the fun things and hobbies that I like doing when I actually have like other things on my to-do list, because it's not often that I can just dedicate a day to doing whatever I want, right? So I just kind of wanted to maybe give you guys some ideas, just take you along with me. When I do next have like a day that I can just completely dedicate to doing stuff that I want, kind of without a schedule, I want to try out some new hobbies. But today we are going to be focusing on kind of not finishing, but working on hobbies that I have been working on since I have like basically since the start of the year when I started to get into all of these things. So I have a scarf that I'm crocheting. I have my embroidery kit that I haven't actually picked up in a little bit because I just haven't had the time, or I've kind of gotten distracted, but I'm not in like a rush to finish it, so that's totally fine. I also have the paint by numbers, a thing that I am working on, and I think those are all the things that I have in progress right now. I have kind of been trying to start learning how to do Amigurumi, so that's definitely something that I could work on, but I am kind of struggling with it a little bit. And I also have coloring books that I have pictures that I haven't finished yet, because I will get like 3/4 of the way through a picture and then all of a sudden I'll be like, okay, I need to move on to another one. I don't know, it's really weird, but those are some of the things that I will probably be working on today. So I'm excited. First of all, I am currently reading something as well. My reading has kind of been all over the place, honestly. I don't know why, but I just haven't been, I mean, I have had recent medication struggles, so that might be why, but I usually, when I'm doing something that isn't really using my brain or just like working on hobbies and stuff, that is my favorite time to listen to an audiobook. I honestly love it. It is like my favorite thing to do, but I just wasn't picking up new audiobooks for a little bit. So I haven't really read all that many books this month, unfortunately, but I am currently making my way through Hello Beautiful by Anne Napolitano, and I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I think my expectations were really high because I've heard amazing things about it, and like everyone was talking about how much they loved it, but I'm quite far through. Let me see exactly. I'm almost halfway through, so making my way through it. And by the way, the app that I'm using to listen to my audiobook is an app through work, so I'm sorry, but it is one of like my favorite perks of my job. But anyways, I just kind of was expecting to, I don't know, be blown away by this one, and it just hasn't happened yet. Like halfway through, I'm like, okay, I see roughly where things are going, but it's more of kind of like a quiet, emotional storyline, which I do generally like emotional stories, but I'm not 100% sure about this one. So I am still listening to it. I kind of thought about DNFing it, but I am going to continue with it and maybe see how I feel. And if I'm still not feeling it, then I should probably just DNF it because it's just clearly not for me. I don't know, we'll see. But it is time to start with working, so that is how I am going to start my day. I always start with going through my emails. I do that first thing, so then that is done. And then after that, I'm actually going to be taking my little graphic design course. So let's get to it. So it is lunchtime. I have not taken a break yet from work. It's actually like half an hour into lunchtime, so I'm going to be taking a later lunch. But first, I wanted to go downstairs and grab something to do. So I'm not sure if you will see this video before or after, but I did basically a video of like resetting my basement and just kind of like making it more of an inspirational space that I can actually use. I taped these to the wall, but the tape keeps coming up, which is what I'm doing. Part of that video was setting up this shelf here. It has all of my like different hobbies and crafts and stuff. So this is kind of where I come when I want something to do. And on the very top shelf here, I have a basket, which I then fill with the things that I'm wanting to do. So since today has been kind of like a day, if you will, and I have been doing a lot, I'm going to, that was all my coloring books falling over, but I'm going to grab my coloring stuff, and that is what I'm going to bring up for now. I will probably grab other things later, but this is just going to be what I start with. The rest of the stuff that I was maybe going to do today is pretty much upstairs, except I have my watercolors down here because I started those a few days ago and I was enjoying that. So I might do some like painting or just drawing. And then I also have my paint by number here, which I'm almost done with, but I haven't picked it up in a little bit because my attention span, you know, it is what it is. So I will definitely be doing that later. But for now, we are going to color. Before I get into my coloring, I am going to have to choose a new audiobook because I did decide to DNF this. I just was like, if I'm halfway through and I still kind of feel like I'm at the beginning and am not really caring all that much about the characters, I think it's just not for me, unfortunately. So I just decided to give up on this one. Maybe it gets better, I don't know, but like it might just not be for me, and that is totally fine. So I'm thinking I might start listening to Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna, or just kind of a quick, cute, romancy thing. Not too sure yet, but I have my coloring books here. So I did end up picking up a couple of the Creative Haven ones with the gift card that I had, which is exciting. So I have the Dog Lovers coloring book. I actually have a couple more downstairs, but this one I haven't started yet, but it just has, you know, different dogs and stuff. And then Home Sweet Home, I have been making my way through, but this is definitely one where I've been like starting. I don't know why I'm like this, but like I'm almost done this picture, but I just didn't end up finishing it. All I colored was a tree there. Like, I don't understand. Almost done this one, didn't finish it. This one, nope. This one I did yesterday and didn't finish with it. And then this one I did actually finish because I decided to keep the mugs white. But I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to dive back into this one and finish that one that I started yesterday. Maybe I'll do that first. Wish You Were Here. This one's just a travel one, and I haven't started with this one yet, but it does look really nice. And then the final one is Simple Pleasures, the cottagecore lifestyle, because I am not a cottagecore girl, but I love the idea of it. I could not be that person, but the idea of it and just like the general aesthetic, I do enjoy a lot of it. Like mushrooms and snails bring me so much joy. I can't explain why, but they really do. And there's a lot of that in here. So yeah, I don't get it, but I started this one, didn't finish it. All I colored was the freaking wall. Started this one, didn't finish it. Are there any other ones? Oh, started this one, didn't finish it. So yeah, I have been doing that in here as well. Are there any other ones that I started in here? No, but there are so many in here that I love. So these two are kind of the ones that I have been starting off with. I think I will try and finish that one picture in here, and then maybe I will move on to a different one. We shall see. They are just cuddling on the couch. I literally can't. So I did finish with this. Once again, I just kept that white, and I actually didn't do the border, but whatever. But it is done. So I, instead of like finishing this one or whatever, I started a new one. I can't even remember which one I started. Oh, here we go. I started with this one. So I didn't do very much, but yeah, that was a fun little coloring session. So I do have some work to do now. It really shouldn't take me too long, but I wanted to do some kind of video planning and brainstorming, and then a little bit of filming of some short form content, and coming up with my filming and posting schedule for the next month, because it is about to be another month and I like to go into it with like a clear idea of what is going to be happening. So I am going to take some time to do that, even though I do feel really tired, honestly, and I just kind of want to do nothing really, but it's fine. We are going to get this stuff done, and then my reward is going to be doing another craft. I don't know what I will move on to yet, but we'll see. Done work for the day, which is very exciting because honestly I am feeling quite exhausted and was just ready to be done. But I went downstairs and grabbed my color by numbers, or not color by numbers, paint by numbers, and this is where it's at right now. You can kind of get a better look than when I was downstairs. So I think I'm going to start off with these leaves because I did the first coat, but I need to do a second coat. I had a couple of questions when I posted an Instagram with this about where it's from. So I got this from Michael's. I got it in, I forget what video it was. I think it was my romanticizing winter video, but I will link that down below for you guys. This is like the easy level that they have. They have 3 different levels. So I have one that I got for Christmas from my mom, but that one is the highest level of difficulty. So I wanted to start off with the beginner one, but I was actually looking online this weekend just because I was making like a little wish list for fun, and they have quite a few online, even some that are like painting on acrylic, which is super cool. So I'd love to check those out, but definitely look, there are a lot of options out there, but it is just so fun. So as far as the quality of it, I find it's really good. I've been enjoying it. Certain colors you need to do more than 1 coat. I would say most of them you have to do at least 2, but 2 is fine. Like I'm okay with doing 2. There's, bless you, there's very few where you need more than 2, and even those I just kind of do like where the actual number is printed, so you can't see that anymore. But I'm going to be using the greens, and I'm also actually filming some short form content while I'm doing this. Watercolor later, I'm not sure, but for now, here is the update. I did the second coat on the leaves, and then I did the vines, and then I did 2 coats on the drawers, the like fronts, and then I just have to do like these little bits. I did a couple of coats there, but yeah, I am very happy with how this is turning out. I think it is really pretty, but I think I'm going to sit on the couch and maybe do a little bit of my embroidery. I'm kind of feeling like sitting and doing something that doesn't really require a lot of thought though, so I'll see what stitches I have to do and go from there. I think I have some flowers, which are a satin stitch, which is just like super easy. So I might do that. I'll relocate and then check. So I have relocated to the couch, and I also am just putting my hair in a low ponytail now because my hair starts hurting when I have it like up like that in a half up, half down thing for too long. I don't know, it doesn't make sense. But I have brought over my two little Textile Crafts here. So first of all, what I think I'm going to work on, because I haven't worked on it in a while, is my embroidery. So here is the little update of where it's at for you. Like I was saying, the flowers, they're an easier stitch, and I actually already have the thread loaded up. Wow. So lovely of me. So I'm going to work on the flowers, but this is a kit that my sister actually got me, but it's from an Etsy shop. What is it? Emily June. So check it out. I do really enjoy the kit. And then I also have my crochet here, which I might work on a little bit later. I kind of messed it up again, but I'm not really worried about it because like I'm making a scarf, but it's really just for practice with the stitches. But I say I kind of messed up again because it's getting skinnier again, because I think I missed a stitch on this side and I had already missed a stitch on this side earlier. So I don't know if I should undo, like it would be this whole chunk to then get back to where I was. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna keep going because I'm just doing this really for practicing, but yeah, she's a little wonky, but that's fine. Like I said, I am literally just practicing. So the idea of me like doing all these hobbies and crafts and stuff is not to be good at them and not to be perfect at them. It's just to do them for the enjoyment of it. And I feel like that's the important mindset to have when approaching these things. But I am going to sit here and do some embroidery and watch something on TV because I just want to kind of turn off my brain for a bit.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling.
Hello?
Hey, are you busy?
We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know.
I can feel another ear infection coming on, but in this ear this time, which is really unfortunate. It just started hurting today, so that's not gonna be fun. Anyways, I did some embroidery. My parents FaceTimed while I was doing that, so I talked to them for a bit, and then I did some crochet, and then as I was doing that, I was kind of like, I kind of want to try making something else with my crochet. So I mentioned the Amigurumi, which I have a couple of kits for, but I don't know if I'm there quite yet. Like I was doing a Skillshare course for Amigurumi and I was just getting caught up on the first step because I thought I had it, but then as I was doing it, like you have to, actually I was flipping through, I brought these books up because I want to look through them, but you have to make like a circle. And I thought I was doing it, but then my circle was more of a half circle. And I was like, I don't really know where I went wrong here, but that's essentially like I'm trying to make this to start off the Amigurumi. So I brought up some yarn. This one is just one that I got because I thought it was very pretty. It's very my vibe. It's like pastel but white. And then this one is just like a cheaper yarn that I got to practice with. So I might use this to try and do the circle, but I also just kind of wanted to flip through these books that I have to see if I could find any like patterns or other things that I might want to make, just to kind of, I don't know, try something new, you know? So wanted to go through this stuff and see what the deal is, what I could do. Oh, you can make a bookmark. It's moderate level difficulty. I can make a bookmark, that's fun. I would love to make a project basket so then I could have a basket like this, but like made out of crochet. I think that would be super, super cool. So this is something that I would love to try eventually. It does say that's easy, but it's the circle. Like, I still don't really know how to read the patterns. The patterns really confuse me. I don't know, we shall figure it out. But I have, this is Crochet Step by Step by Sally Harding. I have Quick and Easy Crochet, which is 100 little crochet projects to make. And there's a ton of different things in here, which is fun. Oh, I could make little, think of all the Christmas crafts I could do. Oh my God. And then this one is just crochet more than 130 techniques and stitches. So it has a little bit of everything here. So I'd like to go through all of these, but I might watch that crochet class again to practice the circle. I don't really know yet. I do like to do, like, as part of my weekly routine, today is the day where I do a Skillshare class, but earlier in the week I did a watercolor one, so I don't know if I want to do the watercolor one again and continue with that, because I was really enjoying that one. I will continue with it. I just mean, like, if I want to work on something new again today. But I think that I kind of want to try and practice the amigurumi because my sister is pregnant and is having a baby. Why is this not going on properly? Oh, I had it inside out. Anyways, my sister's pregnant and is having a baby in July, and I really want to make an amigurumi for her / baby. So I do have kind of a deadline on that, but I do really want to do it. I don't know. I think I will first maybe try and do the circle, and then I will flip through these after as like a reward. In case you're curious, this is the watercolor class that I was doing. It's going to start playing, and that's not what I want, but it is Easy Watercolor, Modern Watercolor for Beginners by Rosalind Carr, and I'm quite enjoying it so far. And the amigurumi class that I'm doing is the Amigurumi Crochet Masterclass from Total Beginner to Expert by Emily Balda. So I'm going to practice the circle though. This isn't the actual like yarn that I will be using for the amigurumi that I'm making with it, because the first project is to make a lion. So this isn't what I'm using for that. Archer did in fact get after this, but I wanted to do it on just like a practice yarn first. It's not perfect, but it's much better than what I did before. I think my hole in the middle is bigger because I'm using a bigger hook, but yeah, I'm really happy with that. So I'm going to try and do the next round, and then I will probably call it a day on that, but I'm gonna keep on working at this so then I can get used to crocheting in a circle, because then I think I will be pretty well on my way. My circle is going very well, so I might actually try and start my amigurumi project later. I'm not 100% sure, but I just feel like I'm getting the hang of this. But first, we're gonna look at these books. I relocated to the couch because that just felt more comfy. This one is huge. I did not realize how many different like crochet stitches there are. Wow. Oh, I can make little coasters. I need coasters. This flower garland, oh my god, I love that. Oh, it's a geometric wrap with stone fabric to keep your crochet supplies neat. See, I just wanted like things that I've made to organize the things that I use for making. That seems ideal and so adorable to me. Oh my god, I want to make this. This flower blanket. Stop, I love that. Yeah, see? All the storage that I could make. Oh my god, the baskets. What? This is the cutest thing I've ever seen. I love it. Oh my god, look at it. Bookmarks, a book sleeve, a pin cushion. This would actually be really helpful for embroidery because I have just been putting my needle down sometimes and then I lose it, which is not good, obviously. That's not exactly ideal. So many of these clothing patterns are for babies and I don't want a baby. I just want things for me. I guess I could just make it like quite a bit bigger. There's so many little dolls and like Amigurumi in here. Oh, cute. Oh, this is super cute. This one doesn't have so many, like, I don't think it really has tips and techniques. Oh, it has a little bit, but mostly this one is just patterns. What would I use these for? I have no clue what I would use these for, but they're so pretty. Okay, since I DNF'd this, by the way, I decided not to start with my Amigurumi because it just seemed like a lot and it's kind of later now. Since I DNF'd Hello Beautiful, I would like to figure out what I'm going to read next. I did listen to a little bit of an audiobook earlier, trying to find it on my cart. Here we go. I started with The Creative Act by Rick Rubin, which is the creative act, a way of being. It's all about creativity and reconnecting to that. I've heard nothing but amazing things about this book, and since I have just been in such a creative mood again, I have really wanted to read this. So I started listening to that one. But while that is my current self-help read, and I'm actually still reading Deeper Than Money by Chloe Elise, I would like to pick up something that is fiction. And I'm not entirely sure what the vibe is that I'm going for. I had mentioned maybe Winter Garden. Do I want something that's a little bit more like happy and quick? Because I haven't read a lot this month, so I'm like, maybe I want things that are going to fly by to build that momentum up again. But then I also maybe will want to listen to this. I'll have to see if I have the audiobook or not. And if I have the audiobook, then I might start with this one. But what are other options? I feel like I'm in kind of a big book mood, which is unfortunate. I mean, it's not unfortunate, but like, it's just because I am annoyed at myself for not reading a lot this month. And it's not a competition, but like it's a competition with myself where I have so many books that I want to read that I don't like to take a long time with books. I feel like Winter Garden is the only one that's really sticking out to me right now. And I've had that one for so many years and I've wanted to read it. So I think it's time. I'll make sure I have the audiobook, but I am going to go and have a just like quick bath. It's just going to be my little everything bath where I like shave, exfoliate, all of that. I'm not going to wash my hair because I do that tomorrow. I am feeling like that ear infection is coming on, so I'm wanting some like relaxation a little bit before the inevitable pain. I'm obviously out of the bath, but I smell so good, like vanilla, and I just feel so cozy and relaxed, and I am just going to spend the rest of the night doing boring stuff. I'm going to read my book, which I did decide to start with Winter Garden, so I'm going to read that, going to go over my to-do list for the day, see what I didn't get to, and plan for tomorrow, and go through my goals as well because today is a goal check-in day. But otherwise, I'm not going to do much. But we had a really productive day today as far as hobbies go. I mean, I did have a really productive day, but we got to way more hobbies than I was expecting to, which is really awesome. So I just feel very fulfilled today. I always notice how having this creativity back into my life honestly has just made such a difference, and just allowing myself to do it without like the pressure of trying to be good at things, it is just like taking the fear out of things, and I don't know, it's been just very liberating. So I have been loving it so much, and I definitely plan on doing more of these videos in the future, so I hope that you enjoy them. But tomorrow my plan is actually to film a reading vlog, which I haven't done in a really long time, but that's going to be fun, so stay tuned for that. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in another new video very soon. Bye!